Now, another type of data that you're going to enter into Excel are the date type values. So let's go ahead and have a look how you can enter date type values in Excel. Now over here we got some months, January, February, March over here, but these are not the dates. Dates generally contain three values: the year, the month, and the date. Now depending upon the region that you live in, the format of the date might be different. For example, maybe you write the year first, or maybe you write the day first, but basically the date contains those three elements: the day, the month, and the year. All right, so just to edit this, let me double click on this cell. So let me just put an hyphen over here, and we write January 2020 and then click on tab. There is one thing that has happened over here. If you noticed, well, let's just try one more time. February 2020 and tab, and then March 2020 and enter. Now if I double click on January 2020 again, you will see that there is a date now, right? So the day, the first, by default it takes the first, and then the month and the date, right? So now we're working with a date data type. How do we know that? Now, first of all, if you noticed, as soon as I entered the date value, these all things became right aligned. Now that usually happens to numeric values. If you have gone through our previous discussions, you will notice that, you know, the numbers are right aligned. So in Excel and in many other applications, the date values are considered as numeric values. Hence, they are right aligned. And hence we know that this is a date format. So on your screen, you may see a text and a number over here, but underneath that, it's a date, okay? So if you highlight this cell and see at the formula bar, you will see that there's a date, okay? Similarly for February 2020, it's a date, all right? So the month, the day, and the year. Now there are different ways that you can format your cell, okay? And obviously, as we go forward, we will discuss that in detail. But if you want to format these dates, for example, right now it says Jan 20, but I want to see that as January 2020. Okay, so I can also change the format of these cells. So let me just highlight these cells. So under Home tab, you have a number format selector. All right, so right now over here it is showing as custom, but usually it shows general. So for example, if I select this cell, you will see that it usually shows general, but I have given this as my format, so it's showing custom over here. Okay, so when you click on this drop down arrow, you will see that there are various presets available. So there are various pre-specified formats that you can select from. So for dates, there are like short date and long date, and you can see the preview over here. But this is not what I want. I want like the name of the month, like 3-letter text for the month, and the whole year, like 2020, not like Jan 20 over here. So this is not what I want. So if you go all the way to the bottom, you will see that there is something called as more number formats. So if you click on that, it will take you to the format cell section. Okay, over here, if you click on date, there are certain presets available over here that you can choose from, and it also gives you a preview that whatever template that you choose, it gives you a preview of how it will look like. Right. So if I scroll over here, you will see that, I do not have the thing that I want. That is the name of the month. Like, for example, over here, it is March. That is okay. That's what I want. But the year is not the same. I want the whole 2020 over here. All right. So this is not what I want. There is a possibility of defining a custom format. So if I click on custom, again, there are some presets available. If I go through all the presets, it does not have the one that I require. So what I do is I define a custom format. What I do is I just delete whatever is there in this section. I say I want month, and that should be a 3-letter word, month. So it gives you the preview as well. So this is what I want. And then a hyphen, and then I want the whole year, right? So Y. So it gives me Jan 2020. So this is the format that I want. So I can click on OK, and you will see the formats of the cell have changed, right? So it is Jan 2020, Feb 2020, March 2020. So this is how you can change the format, and you can see the way you want to see in your Excel. So why don't you go ahead and try it out for yourself? Stay tuned.